1 minute. All right, fellas. It's what time is it? Oh, damn near 8 o'clock in the morning, West Coast time. So it must be 11 over there on the East Coast. And it's whatever time it is, wherever you at. Because in reality, a lot of things are the same no matter what time it is. You got to take care of business. So I want to talk about, oh shit, I didn't know I had my glasses on. You guys got to, sometimes I get to tripping and I don't be paying attention to shit. I'm a big old square, man. I just got hella game. I'm a big old square. I ain't trying to be some fly ass motherfucker that I ain't. Shit, I think my car, I got a 99 Caddy. The last car I bought, didn't have that motherfucker about 18 years. Let me tell you, man, that motherfucker suits me fine. So it's not about that to me. It's about really being a man. It is. That's what it's about with me. Call in 845-277-9263. Listen, I'm going to be talking some shit. But what I'm talking about is being a man. I don't give a fuck what kind of man you want to be. That's something else. But it's just a lot involved with being a man. So I'm really serious when I ask you this. I want you to, think about this shit I'm finna say. I done said this shit a lot of times. But you got to make judgments. Now, when you're making a judgment, this is something you do quickly. It's not something you spend a lot of time doing. If you can, if you want to, if it's that kind of situation, but most of them aren't. You got to make this judgment quickly. So what I'm saying is, are you able to do that? Quickly, I mean, oh yeah, see that motherfucker right now, judged. Or do you got to talk to this motherfucker? Or do you got to see this motherfucker move? Or do you got to, I don't know which one you got to do. I'm just asking. Because judgments are very important. And if you make the wrong one, you're going to have a problem. Now, what I'm saying is a motherfucker like me, I didn't travel everywhere. I'm talking about in the country. I ain't saying I'm the most international traveling motherfucker. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying is I go where I go, and I have the same understanding wherever I am. And that's that a nigga being a man, you're going to be recognized. Not recognized, so they could praise you and nothing. I'm saying when shit happen and you stand up on the man tip, whoever you fucking with gonna recognize it. And you're gonna have much less of a motherfucking problem. Much less. So, some people, you ain't gonna believe this, but most people, homeless, not most, a lot of homeless people, they look like bums to you. But believe it or not, some of those motherfuckers chose to live like that. Some of those motherfuckers are what you call dropouts. They dropped out of society. I'm telling you, could a motherfucker just, tell you something and he carrying his life goddamn shit in a bag on his goddamn, going to stay in the homeless area under the bridge? Man, that motherfucker couldn't tell you shit. But I bet a motherfucker driving a Rolls Royce, that motherfucker could tell you something, yeah. He could show tell you something, but you know what? I was in New York, and I'm telling you, this motherfucker, homeless looking bastard, I had pulled over to one of the stores, and I'm going into whatever I'm finna get. I seen the motherfucker looking at me when I pulled up. Homeless looking bastard. And when I came out, he said, let me wash your windows. I said, man, nah, man. Need you to wash my motherfucker. I'm driving a Rolls Royce. Man, fuck no. And he said, all right. And before I pulled off, some told me to offer this motherfucker $3 that I had, in my hand. And I raised my window down and I said, hey, man. And he said, what? And he getting ready to watch? No, I want you watching my window. I said, here. And I gave him I was giving that motherfucker the $3. Man, that motherfucker, he went off. Man, I didn't ask you for no money. I said, what? He said, man, I don't need no handouts from you, man. I just, I do what I do for what, my money and shit. I'm looking at this homeless motherfucker telling me this shit. And I say, all right, man, fuck you. So I pulled off. But that just didn't settle with me. I'm telling you, when I make a decision and, pulling off and I pull off, if it's the right thing to do, I ain't gonna think about it no more. But if I think about it some more, something wrong. And before I got a block or two, I had to make a U-turn, so I whooped the U. And I went back to dude. And I kind of snuck up on him, not snuck up on him, but I got out the car. And I walked up on him and I said, and I started talking to him. And I asked him, man, do you know who I am? He said, no. I said, I'm the dude that was in the Rolls Royce that you wanted to wash the windows. And he got real stiff. And I asked him, man, why you didn't want to take the $3, man? He said, man, people think I have to be here. I'm in a situation, blah, blah, blah. He said, that's not the case, man. He was a physicist or something like that. Something that had to do with a lot of brains. And he said 3 years ago, or X amount of years ago, he had enough. And I said, you had enough? He said, yeah, I had enough, man. I was in the rat race. I had a good job. Everything, was still would be going my way. But you know what, man? I just left it all. I gave my retirement. I gave it all to my wife. Told her to take care of my kids. And I was done. I said, what do you mean you was done? This motherfucker said he wanted to be happy. And the only way he could be happy was to throw all the fucking responsibilities of the rat race. Throw that shit away. Now, I'm not thinking of what he's thinking is making so much sense that I want to do it. But what the fuck is he talking about? I didn't know what he was talking about. So he started explaining how high achievers like him, they can achieve whatever they're reaching for, but the satisfaction they get from it, achieving it, is less and less and less. I'm not understanding what this motherfucker is talking about. And I want to leave, but you know me. So I said, man, look, man, quit talking in circles, man. Tell me what the fuck you talking about, man. He said, man, I ain't kissing the man's ass no more. I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it, and I'm going to take what comes with it. I say, I still didn't get it. And he said, Man, my wife, my kids, I wanted that. But at a point, something came over me. I didn't want them anymore, but I couldn't leave them behind. So I just gave them everything that they would be getting from me. Motherfucker said he ain't got no divorce terms. He ain't never divorced, but his wife get everything from him, whatever his job, retirement, blah, blah, blah. And this is to take care of my kids. And this is so she can have her insurance. But more than anything, it's so I can live here. I said, so you can live here. He said, here is wherever the fuck I want it to be, however the fuck I want it to look. It could be under this bridge. It could be on he just explained so much shit. And I asked him, why do you think like that, man? He said, because I did everything they said to do that would make me happy, and I wasn't happy. Man, for some reason, that shit struck me. And this part of my philosophy in life today. Man, I'm doing what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it, and ain't getting a fuck about damn motherfucker but me. However I feel about all that, after I did all that, I'll deal with it. That's what that motherfucker was telling me. Because the way he felt wasn't the way he lived. He lived the way he thought he should live. Because of what society say you should want. But he wanted total freedom. For him, it was dropping out of society. For you and me, hopefully, it's just being a man, a real man. Now, you got to understand something. This is the kind of motherfucking shit I'm going to start talking about. I can't motherfucking help it. I ain't trying to make none of you pimps. I done made hell of you motherfuckers better men. So it's, getting time. If it ain't time, it's getting time for me to move on to my next phase. I'm a growing motherfucker. I ain't gonna be talking about no pimp shit all my motherfucking life. No. I'm gonna be talking about some real man shit. So, I'm the nigga driving the Rolls Royce. I don't need no motherfucker in another Rolls Royce to tell me how to get one. So I'm not interested in the Rolls Royce thinking motherfucker. I'm interested in this fucking mathematician or whatever the fuck he was. I'm interested in what he thinks freedom is. I'm telling you, I ain't lying. Me and this motherfucker went and had a meal. Man, well, we didn't go in no restaurant. We just went to the corner and bought a hot dog and shit. And I'm talking to him. Because I see he ain't crazy. He ain't on some fucking drug. He just didn't want the pressures that come with being a person that think as much as he do. Because if you're not thinking the right shit, you're going to go crazy. And that's what I got from him. That's a valuable fucking life lesson that I'm sharing with you right now. Because life is serious to me, man. I ain't no kid. I'm not trying to impress no motherfucker. If anything, I'm giving back. I'm trying to save as many motherfuckers from making mistakes as possible. And at the same time, I'm trying to shore up every one of you motherfuckers that got that male potential, that alpha potential. You just need a foundation. You got the potential, but it ain't going nowhere because when you stand on it, you ain't got no basis to stand on. But that's okay. Because I'm like a motherfucker. I don't believe success is based on how much fucking money you made or have. I don't. But you know motherfuckers that say that shit, they ain't made no damn money. So what are they saying? Are they saying, because I ain't got no money, I don't believe success is based on money? He could be saying that. Or he could be telling the truth. How much money you got don't mean shit as far as your success. Because your money, if it's like overpowered by your bills, you know what I'm saying? You know how people live. You know how people do. You got to hear shit. You got to think. Because part of being a man is accepting the challenge for what it is and not trying to change it to suit you. Excuse me. In your lacking ass ways, because most of you motherfuckers are lacking. God damn. And the only reason you don't face shit head on is because you scared. Because you know you lacking. Excuse me, man. Let me get a tissue because I got a fucking... You motherfuckers know you lacking. So what do? You run from shit. So all I'm going to keep doing is press your motherfucking ass because I know what you're doing. You just run it. You know, people are, if you allow them to be, they just so full of shit. No matter what area of expertise you choose, Americans fuck it up. I don't care. They're going to do something to take the genius out of whatever the fuck it is they found genius in. I'm just saying. They're going to mass produce it to where it ain't shit. They just gonna do a lot. I ain't even go through what they gonna do because that's not what I'm talking about. Fuck them, fuck Americans. That ain't what I'm talking about. Anything that you really look into, you delve into it, you see what it is to be this kind of artist. You see what it is to be this kind of sculptor. You see what it is to be this kind of geographer. I mean, and then you water it down. You do. So it'll be easy for you to do. Well, the real motherfucker, he went over here and he did this, then he did that. Me, I'm just gonna do that. And to that motherfucker, he just as sharp as that motherfucker that went through this, went over here and then with that. Because what? He did that, which is the end result. You motherfuckers see the end result as knowledge. The end result is the indication of your knowledge. Your knowledge is the journey. That's where you get, man. You hear these dogs, they just fighting. I just gotta let them go. I hope they don't kill each other. But the knowledge is gained on the journey. You don't get the knowledge when you get to the end. But that's how you guys think. So all you want to do is get to the end. Start at the beginning, forget all the turns and twists and all that shit, and get to the end. And I'm sure you know everything you need to know. Oh, fuck. I forgot to go. You guys kill. Wait a minute, man. I did it again, you guys. I forgot to get on my motherfucking ass Rosebud page. Hold on, you guys, because I know some of you motherfuckers got goddamn questions. Well, I know some of you should have motherfucking questions, but well, you motherfuckers are, you might not have that. You gotta hold on just while I do this. I'm sorry. I just got into talking too quick. Come on, motherfucker.
Your show now, press 1.
Since it appears you're calling back into a live show, we are reconnecting you now.
Yes, baby, reconnect me.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Okay.
Hey, what's happening? This Rosebud, goddamn it, I want you to understand one thing. You don't want to
that shit. All right, you guys. Now, I know you think I'm an old fucking crazy motherfucker. I don't give a fuck what you think. But let me tell you the truth, you're right. I am. I'm old. I'm crazy. You know, I'm stuck in what the fuck I think. You know, and as long as I'm gonna keep rolling like I am, you know, fuck it. I ain't trying to be young. But I'm talking about all this shit. We're gonna be talking about hella more shit. And I'm just really curious. What the fuck do you guys be listening for? I don't understand. Do you listen to get clarity on what's being said? Or do you listen to just hear what's being said? Because what's being said should strike conversation, but maybe it don't. Maybe it don't. So if it don't, you know, I can talk, you know, but then you're going to get to talking about I just run my motherfucking mouth. And you ain't going to be understanding the reason I run my mouth is because you motherfuckers don't run yours. Just sit up and write them comments and I'm supposed to read them. And I see all them comments, but I don't give a fuck. I'm no goddamn comment. If you ain't going to call 845-277-9263, you must don't want to kick it with my motherfucking ass. So let's just go into more what I'm really talking about. See, your enemies, the motherfuckers that you think you got beef with, they know to sit back and just wait on you. Because you gonna do something to your goddamn self. You gonna deny what's real, which is you gotta straighten it up with homie, whoever. No matter what you or I think, I'm just saying most people's success is based on the very things that most of you think it should be based on. And if you was honest with yourself, you'd admit it. Who do you think is successful? This motherfucker because he's a dancer and he could dance real good? Or is because he could dance real good, he got the Ferrari, the house, and all this other shit? Talent is only talent. Doing good is something else. And you gotta admit this shit. Or else you will never achieve it. You and I should know. If we see a bum on the street, we see this motherfucker happy as he could possibly be, you know, floating around on the sidewalk, free as a bird, living the life he please. We look at his goddamn ass and think whatever is wrong with him. We start feeling sorry for that motherfucker. That cat that I was talking to under the freeway and I took him for a hot dog, he changed all that for me. Ain't no way in the world I feel sorry for a motherfucker doing what the fuck he want to do. I might feel like I wouldn't do it, but I ain't gonna feel sorry because he want to do it. Shit, Not one of us to think that motherfucker successful with his bum ass under the goddamn bridge holding a cup for some change. We think he was crazy if he tried to explain to us what was success as far as doing what he was doing. So, just like everything else in life, to be successful, you got to accept what success is. But you don't have to be confined by the trappings of what what success is. The reason I'm telling you this, it's the same thing with being a man. If your motherfucking ass, have dough to spend, good for you. At the same time, if you don't have no motherfucking dough, are you less of a man? The money, the things, the prestige, all that shit can be taken from your motherfucking ass. And then what the fuck will you be? Then where will you fit in? See, the real successful person has all the trappings of success. Or do they? You're not getting it, huh? I had to realize that this motherfucker under the bridge with his life, whatever, in this bag, I had to realize and accept that that motherfucker was successful. And it didn't look nothing like what the fuck I thought success was. I thought it was this Rolls Royce and shit. If you can't see what I'm saying, it's because you ain't where I'm at. And that's good. You don't need to see what I'm saying till you get here. Because what I'm trying to tell you, what I'm trying to make you understand, what I'm trying to ram down your motherfucking throat is you need to stop letting motherfuckers tell you what time it is. And you need to discover what time it is yourself, for yourself. Because what time it is for me ain't what time it is for you, unless it is. But you can't make it. I'm talking about the motherfucker with everything he need, all the trappings of success. Do you hear what I said? All the trappings of success. What I'm saying is, after he have all that shit, he'll realize why they call it the trappings of success. Because once you get it, you trapped up in it. You ain't shit without it. Well, you ain't. What I'm saying is, if you got things going for you, and you can get her to do some of the motherfucking things that, you need done, at that moment, she has purpose. And voila, in her mind, she's important to you. And all you have to do is reward that with a compliment or two about the business being taken care of and how you needed it done. And you got somebody at that point going to be looking up to you. As long as you got shit for them to do. Not every day, but you got to have shit to do. But if you don't think like this, you ain't going to do this. And you're going to be talking about the bitch. The bitch this, the bitch that. Man, that bitch ain't no more than your thoughts. So what I'm saying is, if you really want to have a woman, that's a sure way to have a motherfucking woman to be, to become attracted to you in the game you represent. Have something for her to do that's contributing to the overall success of whatever the fuck it is you're talking about. Yeah, but you guys don't think ahead like that. You guys need me to come on here with a video. You guys need these other motherfuckers that's, making a life on that goddamn shit to come on. And I mean, I ain't mad at you because if I needed some gas, I'd pull into the gas station. I wouldn't just ride around and run out because I don't think I should have to buy gas. I'm just being real, man. I know you do. I mean, I believe you do. I know you see how much these motherfuckers be fucking with me. Oh, well, maybe you don't. But I love it. I just like motherfuckers hating on me. I like it. I like the fact that I ain't even on the scene 20 years now. I ain't on the scene. And motherfuckers on the scene right now currently trying to act like they, got a beef with me. How you gonna have a beef with me, motherfucker, and I ain't even on the scene? That don't make no goddamn sense. That's like me wanting to be, mad at Machine Gun Kelly. The fuck I'd be mad at that motherfucker on Babyface now because they was some white boys shooting up shit. Come on, man. I'm just saying. Do you ever think to yourself? Do you ever think that the motherfuckers don't hate on the same things? The motherfuckers say, see, everybody hate on Machine Gun Kelly because of whatever the fuck he did. Some motherfuckers hate on me because I talk shit. Some motherfuckers hate on me because I was a hell of a pimp. Some motherfuckers hate on me because I brag so much. Some motherfuckers hate on me because I do so motherfucking much. What I'm saying is, I ain't got one reason to be hated. That makes me special. So every time you hate on me, it makes my dick hard. Shit. All you doing is letting me know how special you think I am. So what I'm saying is, no matter how shit sounds, that's a good thing. Motherfuckers hating on me? Shit. Man has come so far. We have evolved so much to the extent that we back where we started from in BC, in 10,000 BC. Except, bitches, they be having bald heads like me. Because, you guys let them have dicks. But what I'm saying is they be having bald heads like me. So, unlike the man in 10,000 BC, he used to grab that bitch by her hair and drag her into his cave and, you my bitch. So, okay, we ain't that raw. We at least gotta ask her, will you be my bitch? That was in the AD times. From about 500 AD to the 20th century. And then in the 20th century, you started having to trick them into being your bitch. And then in the 21st century, you motherfuckers have to be a bitch to get a bitch. Hey, and if I was born in 10,000 BC, I would be this relic. I'm still telling the bitch, look, bitch, woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? And you guys putting on Kotex and shit. You motherfuckers are walking, oh shit, yeah, I know how it feel to have a Kotex now. I done got this motherfucker stuffed up in my ass and I feel plugged up. Hey, it ain't my motherfucking fault. I'm just saying. At one time, it was a very simple question to answer. Oh shit. Let me go back to blog talk. Oh, you motherfuckers. Man, I'm telling you, man, you motherfuckers ain't got no questions, no call-ins. Either. Never, man. I see you guys saying, the mindset, Dean, what's up? All you guys, life is defined by what makes you happy, and a man for yourself, then the world around you. Okay, whatever, Demonta. I mean, I ain't gonna co-sign none of that shit, and I ain't gonna even deny none of that shit. Because what I'm trying to say is, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't care what some little saying some motherfucker that made up. To me, a motherfucker is a man if he dedicated himself to his family, take care of all his bills, provide the direction for the family growth, and assures the safety of his wife and family. Now, if you're a square, you a man. And if you ain't no square, you got to take whatever I just said and adapt it to where the fuck you coming from. And if you can, you can. You can't, you can't. That's the stuff we used to think, the real shit. Today's world make that question so fucked up, so hard to answer. What is it to be a man? You know, how can I be a better man? You know, come on, man. You don't have an across the board better answer. There is no across the board answer. I'm telling you, man, I realize, you know, that if I wanted to be fair and I wanted to say or ask that question, I'd have to include all the fucking variables. I'm telling you, take this one for instance. Am I a man if I've been in a relationship for, you know, a little while? And in one way, this relationship is great. But in another way, it's not. And try as I may. I've tried everything almost. And I can't make that part that's not, you know, get cool. And that's not becomes overbearing. And I leave. Am I a man? See, something like that, you motherfuckers would consider having something to do with being a man. I don't think that has shit to do with being a man. What I'm saying is, some would say if you married and you think like that, you ain't being a man. Some would say you are. Some would say if you ain't married and you think like that, you ain't being a man. And some would say you are. So what I'm saying is, who in the fuck care what people say? It only matters what you think. So what I'm saying is, I ain't being with no bitch that's like fucked up too much for me. I don't give a fuck. That's being a man. But that was an easy one. What about some motherfuckers men who become homosexual? Are those motherfuckers included in my answer? You know, what's a man? And are they included? Well, what about the motherfuckers, men that became transsexual? And they didn't totally abandon their shit. They didn't got their shit cut off and shit. Do I include them? What I'm saying is, I'm not even done. What about the women who had sex changes? Do I include them in being a man? See, it's really a difficult thing right now to answer something as rudimentary as what is a man. I'm telling you. Now, I ain't saying I'm pro or con. Well, I'm con on that transsexual and all that goddamn shit. But I'm not saying anything negative about it if you part of anything I just mentioned, the LGBT or whatever the hell that acronym of those letters, LGBTQ or some shit. If you any of that, I ain't, really saying nothing about you. I'm just saying how many different variables you got to deal with when it comes to answering that question. What does it take to take them? To me, I could never not be a man, no matter what laws are enacted or what operation some motherfucker have. I mean, it would be like, like if I legally changed my sex, my DNA and my body would change also. Come on, man. That shit ain't happening. But like I'm saying, if that's your cup of tea, who am I to judge? If that's your fucking cup of tea, I'm with it. I'm motherfucking with it. I ain't gonna motherfucking judge. I'm quick to judge, but I judge shit that affects, me or could affect me. Your motherfucking ass being whatever the fuck you choose to be, gay or whatever the fuck, that ain't gonna affect me. So I ain't judging you. Do what the fuck you want to do, whatever make you feel good. But now, since, we in the 21st century, and all of that shit I just was talking about exists, where the fuck do I begin? Man, you guys don't understand me. This is the real me. I don't give a fuck if you got pimp in you. I don't give a fuck if you an alpha motherfucker. I give a fuck about what the fuck you say out your mouth. What do it have to do with me? What do it have to do with you? And can we kick it? Now, if we can, we can. If we can't, we can't. Because what I'm saying is I do not care nothing about the stocks. I don't care nothing about the crisis here or the crisis there. I'm a selfish and conceited motherfucking bastard. Because the man in today's world must deal with what society uses to determine if he's a man or not. Fuck society and what they do, but you still got to deal with it. It's almost unfair in today's society to define a man with, one term or what used to be defined as being a man. Shit. 1800s and especially in them fucking tribes in Africa, at 13, motherfucker, you're gonna have to go kill a lion, cut his motherfucking head off, and bring it home. And once you do that, you a man. You think that shit changed? Man, a motherfucker over there still cutting lion's head. What I'm saying is that rich roll ain't going nowhere because you can't get no motherfucking pussy if you don't go do that goddamn shit. So if a motherfucking man, I'm serious. Well, if a motherfucking boy becoming a man who makes his own way, start a family, wife and kids, I think that motherfucker should provide, well, at least 75% of the financing that family needs, if not 100%. I ain't gonna say he should actually do 100, but if he did, he wouldn't be out of order. Excuse me. He wouldn't be out of motherfucking order. So what I'm saying is, men should be opinionated, or they're going to be manipulated. There's much more to being a man than these basic things that I've been talking about. You know, some men are easily manipulated by women. Some of us are not. Are you a man if you're easily manipulated by a woman? Are you a person who lies to himself and stays in that mental safety zone? You know, that zone you designed to make you comfortable when you have to face rough thoughts. I'm laughing, but I'm not really laughing at you. I'm sort of laughing, hopefully, with you. Because what you guys should be hearing is how much you're lacking in the manhood department. Because you can't even answer those questions that I was asking about being a man. If you can't answer the questions, how can you make any type of judgment? All these things have a lot to do with whether or not you're a man by definition. I'm a man by birth. And anything that happens different would have to be something I decided to do or be. You can't be a man today living by some fucking definition. Definitions can and do. They change. And if you live by them, you're going to change every time the definition changes. Think of this, fellas. Why this shit is important is to prepare you for the unknown. Because it's very uncertain how things are going to be in the coming years. And you better have a hold on your motherfucking nuts, or they going to get cut off. And I make these videos to speak to you about what the fuck's ahead in your life. You ain't got to believe me. The shit ain't got to be ahead in your goddamn life either. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, that's not. You know what? I fuck around and stop using that blog talk shit. Because you motherfuckers ain't shit. Fuck you motherfuckers. I mean, I hate just talking. I supposed to have interaction. And you motherfuckers just want to. I ain't reading that shit. All right, when I get done with this, I'm just gonna be off, or whatever you call it, or end it, or whatever. But you motherfuckers, you know, I don't understand why you ain't got shit to say about this. It's just scary motherfuckers. I got a gang of you motherfuckers listening. Gang of you motherfuckers chatting in the chat room like bitches. Can't kick it with no real man, or you can't make your point because you scared. You ain't got no point because you scared. You ain't got no motherfucking bitch because you scared. Shit, I had so much fun on my Valentine's Day weekend. Shit. I damn near couldn't even do my show last night. I think I only did 20 minutes because I had baby in there waiting on me. And man, nigga had a triple hitter this weekend. Because, see, I told you, man, when I fuck with bitches and don't talk to her for a while, I don't give a fuck because they're going to call me out the blue. 2 of them called yesterday out the blue. I thought I was, not yesterday, this weekend. I thought I was motherfucking, just gonna be fucking with this particular bitch. But in reality, Like I said, it was a triple hitter. You know, I guess it was Friday night it started. And I got baby over here. And then Saturday morning, I send baby on home in the lift. I'm about to, like, you know, make me some breakfast or something. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Who the fuck is that? Can I come on? You know, oh yeah, girl, you can come home. So what I'm saying is baby come over. Maybe 10 o'clock in the morning. So by 3 o'clock, I'm sending that bitch home. Now, shit, I'm 68 and I done had fun with 2 bitches. I'm finna go to sleep. And like, not as soon as I fucking finish the joint and close my eyes, the motherfucking phone rang again. I knew it was my daughter. God damn it, Lena. This ain't no Lena. This is another motherfucking bitch. And let me tell you something. Oh, I got 2 questions. Come on, you motherfuckers. 702. Nothing, man. What's happening?
Not too much. One thing you was talking about was the haters earlier, and the way you think about it, like how you like haters. I used to have that complex where I would think I was doing small shit because the motherfucker was hating, but the way you put it, it's the way it is. You be doing big shit, that's why motherfucker be hating. They wouldn't hate on no small shit.
Think about this, man. If you was a boxer and you could box the #1 contender or the #20 contender, and you say you want to box the #1, and they say, nah, man, we gonna give you #19. And you knock that motherfucker out, would you feel like you did something?
I would feel like I'm going up in the ranks. I don't know what number I am, but I would feel like I knocked the motherfucker down, yeah.
And you're supposed to, because no matter where you at, no matter where you start, no matter what's going on, you got to accept your victory for what it is. That's the way you grow. That's the way you get to the point where, you know, you saying, you know, Bud, I kind of identify what you're saying because experience. If you say, man, I don't want to fight that motherfucking #19, he can't fight. Motherfucker, you ain't even ranked because you're not ranked. Right. So, you know, you got to get in there. You can't think past your goals, man. And that's all I'm saying. This was Rashad, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, brother. Hey, 434, what's happening?
Hey, bro.
561, I'm coming to you in a minute. Go ahead, 434.
Yeah, listen, man, I want to comment on that comment you made about no real men out there, but won't nobody saying anything and sending you text messages. So I just wanted to correct on that. You know, because see, the thing is, if somebody send you a text message, they maybe want you to respond to the text message. But in the meantime, man, you know, you're doing you, and I can appreciate that. You thorough, you know.
Hey, bro, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about game, man. And all you motherfuckers listen to this. If a nigga don't call your name, he ain't talking to you. So what I'm saying is, listen. So I'm saying, look, all you suckers out there, you sucker motherfuckers, ain't none of you, you know, getting on the phone, ain't none of you calling in, blah, blah, blah. What I'm saying is, the motherfucker that call in and say what you said, he just admitted he was a sucker. Because I didn't call his goddamn name.
I appreciate that, man. I get what you're coming from.
So listen to what I'm saying, bro. This is shit you do in the streets. When you fucking in a situation and a bunch of motherfuckers around, you just say something blanket. Man, it look like suckers in there hating on the real pimp, man. You motherfuckers in here, weak ass motherfuckers. What's up with this? I thought I was in DC, motherfucker, where real pimps at. You know, then the motherfucker say, man, ain't no suckers in here. You know, that just told me I don't want to kick it with him. He a sucker. I didn't call his fucking name. Suckers gonna open their mouth and they gonna acknowledge, I'm here. All you got to do is say, sucker motherfuckers, wherever you at, woo, woo, woo.
You're 1,000% again, bro.
I'm just trying to tell you game, man. I ain't running no bullshit by you. Huh?
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, bro. That's how it was done. That's how it was done back then. That's how it's done now. You know.
Well, what I'm saying, brother, is let's all be sharp. Let's get game life lessons, man. 561, what's up?
Thank you, man.
Hey, what's up, bud?
Hey, everybody, you guys are still on. I'm just talking to 561 now. Go ahead.
Ain't nothing, but I just want to say again, we appreciate you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate you, man. See, you see, I just want to say sometimes it's a good idea to just state, the facts, because I'm commenting on a lot of stuff that you've been saying. One thing I want to say is we sit back and like to listen to you, because a lot of times the stuff that you're saying is just so on point. All we can do is just sit back and soak it up. And, I'm just giving you a compliment, because sometimes it don't even need to be elaborated on. It's just, that straight to the point, and that, just that direct,
Hey, listen to this, bro. Listen to this, man. Every once in a while, when I'm talking that shit, I get a motherfucker to come on and say some shit you just said. And I'm telling you, man, I'm not I'm selfish, conceited, all that. And I be loving to hear a motherfucker say that. And what I'm saying is I need that to be said so motherfuckers can understand. Some people might be just out there listening. Now, if I say that goddamn shit, it ain't gonna be as strong as if you say it, bro. I'm something, man. I'm something, and I really know what I'm doing. And I love all you motherfuckers. And even you motherfuckers that ain't calling, I'm loving you too. I know you out there, because I'm seeing how many, you got numbers. It's a bunch of you motherfuckers out there. And what I'm saying is, if you ain't got shit to say because you're getting laced and it's clear enough, don't say shit. Because I know it's a bunch of motherfuckers out there like that. I'm talking to the motherfuckers that volunteer to say, did you call for suckers? I'm here. I'm talking to them, man. Hey, 646, what's up, man?
Yeah, good morning, bud. Good morning, show.
What's happening?
Yeah, I just went out. Hey, things are okay. I had my day set up, and I got a text message on the way to do something. I couldn't do what I was planning to do. And I came back and I saw you on, so that was like a win-win. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, look at that, roll the dice and win. Like, but yeah, it just feels like you're the professor, just watching you, and I'm just like, I ain't gonna mess up his flow in the class. I ain't gonna be that sucker. So yeah, unless you got something good to say or something to add, just sit back and just soak it up, take notes, So the professor's talking right now.
Well, listen, man. Wait. You saying professor? You been in my school?
Yeah, I don't say too much.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So listen.
Just
listen, man. The reason you not calling in is because you didn't went through the rigors of SWU, and Professor Kicknett, I ain't got to call in. Woo. What I'm saying is this, bro. For the people that have not went in, for the people that don't understand some shit, which think about it. You went to SWU, let's say it was 25 motherfuckers in there at the beginning. It wasn't 25 in the end. And what I'm saying is, out of whoever was left, all of them motherfuckers didn't graduate. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So the thing is, you got to give yourself credit for you. And you could have said exactly what you said, But you should have put clarity to it as far as everybody ain't gonna be like me because I done got laced. Woo woo. But a lot of people, because people do say that, man, they just be listening. I ain't new to that. They do say that.
For real.
I be wanting that though. I be wanting that said so that people can understand. If you're not talking, I really understand that. But since this to me is a talk show, it can't go with just me talking.
Well, as a man having a conversation, you have to give something back. You can't just be up there soaking. So even if what you're giving back is just your honest, if it's not a valid statement or something to input, you could just comment on how you think they're delivering or comment how it's hitting you. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what my point is, bro. That's what makes that.
It's not like, oh,
no, that makes the talk show.
No, but you could just comment on how it's affecting you or how, even just it hit your ear, what you heard. You may have said something, but what you heard, you know what I'm saying? But hey.
I love it, man. I love it. Don't tell me who you are. Hey, caller, don't tell me who you are, but hit my email and let me know it was you on here, man, so I can hit you with something. I got something for you.
Man, I never thought you would say that to me.
Hey, I don't want to know who you is, man, but you just hit me, goddamn it. I got something for you. I love the real.
Cool, bro.
I love the real. So all you guys got to understand. Hey, now, all 4 of you guys that called in, I got you still open. And if you got something to say, well, it's 3 now, the last guy hung out. But the other first 3, if you got something to say, let me know and you can get right in because you're already in. But I'm going to go a little further. Some of the things I say, now, anytime you guys want to say something, matter of fact, I think I better mute you guys because I don't want to be hearing shit. But press 1 again, I think you should. But any motherfucking way, some of the things I be talking about will fucking happen to you. They just will. And since you already did heard me speaking on it, you're going to be a little better prepared to deal with it. This is why you talk with people that talk about shit that you ain't really up on. But when you talking to somebody that's talking about shit you ain't up on, you got to be ready to get up on it. Or it's going to leave, it's going to pass you. And what you're going to do is start resenting the guy that's bringing all the shit to you. Because you're not getting it. No, man. What you got to do is stop being weak. You got to stop being the person that accept what you can't do as you. You got to be the motherfucker that can do it. Even as you're telling yourself that, you're failing like a motherfucker at it. You ain't gonna never do it until your motherfucking ass get good enough to do it. And once you get good enough to do it, you're gonna see what you needed all the time was patience. You can't bleed blood from a turnip. No matter how hard you squeeze that turnip, you're going to get turnip juice. So you got to understand it's important to me that you don't leave your lives in the hands of others. This is my point. This is what it takes to be a man. You can't leave your life in the hands of others because you're not thinking. In order to become a thinking machine, and think about what you're doing, you got to develop a firm fucking constitution. And this constitution has to be something you stick to. Because any real man knows he has no limitations except his thoughts. And once he thinks it, he does it. Sidewalk University, that's what we do. Think it, do it. We don't think it and then think about what we thought and then think about the thoughts we have about what we thought like all you motherfuckers do. We think it and do it. You know why? Because none of us gonna think to go shoot the police. We ain't gonna think to go rob no goddamn bank. We ain't gonna think to steal a car. We ain't gonna think to do nothing criminal. Because we didn't learn to get all that bullshit out of our heads and think about us, ourselves. What the fuck is important to us? And every one of your thoughts, if they're about that, why you can't do it. Think and do it, motherfucker. If you thinking the right shit, you can sure do it. And I know I'm thinking the right shit because I'm not thinking twice on something. The main reason I do what I do is I don't want to see this game as we know it leave. I don't want it to drop off the face of the earth. I want to be an old 95-year-old motherfucker that can't do nothing but listen. So I'm going to be tuning in to you young motherfuckers. Y'all going to be 50 by then. But you're going to be talking shit. And if I can still talk, I'm going to be adding my little 2 cents in. You know, and when you get 95, you know, young is relative. Because I was fucking with this young bitch. Now I'm 95. And when I say young bitch, all you motherfuckers think about a 20-year-old. But when I tell you, this young bitch I was fucking with was 75. Think about it. I'm 95. This bitch 75. To me, she a young bitch. 561. What's up, man? 561. What's up? Come on.
Hey, man, but I just want to comment on something. I just want to say that, you know, it's just too, with all the emasculation that's going on, you know, it's like the male is being emasculated these days. So we guys, the younger guys, it's like you remind me of the guys that I grew up around. And these guys need this because it's too much acceptance going on these days. And nobody don't really want to talk about, you know, how these people around here doing all, like you say. I don't really have nothing against, you know, these gay people and all this, but, you know, if you speak out against it, you have so much pushback that, you know, these guys, everybody's scared to say something these days. Nobody is scared to voice their opinion about, you know, gay matters or, you know.
Hey, caller, you want to know why that is? Yeah. Because the motherfuckers that's in control of shit want you all to think like computers. There's no in between. There's nothing to think about. Do you like it or not? You have no emotions. You have no feelings. Nothing matters to you. And that's what the 21st century dudes, young people 20 and younger, they're already sucked into that. They are not, They do not allow their feelings to enter anything they think or do. They don't even allow their feelings to enter loving their parents or sisters and brothers. Any and everything can be cut off because of whatever the fuck they think at the moment. Man, I cannot imagine anything in the world that my goddamn mama or daddy could do to me that's going to make me cut them off. But of course,
that's right.
Talking to a 21st century motherfucker, they going to tell you 10 or 15 things your parent will do. And that's just the way it is. It's not the way it should be. But a 984, I'm going to get you in a minute. But that's the way it is. And as long as you know that, you're winning. You are ahead of the game because you're not going to let it happen to you. Of course, you can't stop it from happening to society, but you're going to keep a perspective that make you stand out, which is going to make them bitches always want to fuck with you. Because even though, I mean, you know, the way you're explaining shit, it's too much acceptance, blah, blah, blah. That's the way you're explaining it. But what it is, as far as the way I explain it, is dudes in the last 40 years have been raised mostly by women. And these women are very confused because they are a result of 20 years earlier, which was that a women's lib bullshit. But when that women's lib bullshit came up, initially it was for women doing the same work as men, but getting paid 40% of what the man was getting paid. So the women's lib came about to be equal pay for equal work. And then whatever amount of time go by, people start agreeing with that. And the women's lib, the women's movement, equal pay for equal work, was about to be over. But then lesbians got in it, because they seen a woman's movement. So this woman's movement being taken over by lesbians became a women's liberation. And this morphed into the heterosexual women's life. Otherwise, my wife gonna get to talking that goddamn, I don't need no man shoot, bitch, get your ass away from me then. Because them goddamn dykes didn't need a man. They could do whatever they thought a man would do. That's why they was dykes, because they want to do what men do. But then these heterosexual women who's actually listening to this women's liberation shit, they're being misguided. And they're falling out with their husband, their boyfriends, and all this shit, leaving them to raise the boys. Now, you got the heterosexual women with boys, but they're raising these boys to not be anything like their dad. Otherwise, if the dad liked fire trucks like little boys did when we was little, nah, nigga, you can't like no fire truck. You're gonna have to play with a doll too. So as this go over 40 years, these misguided women, why they're misguided is because unlike that lesbian bitch, this heterosexual bitch got to come home to a man. So when she come home to a man talking this goddamn lesbian shit, she turning off the dude. Sooner or later, they fall out because this women's lib shit is so strong. And then she's telling the son, she don't tell the son this, but she thinks that I ain't hardly letting him grow up to be like that nigga, his daddy. As soon as I see anything he do like his daddy, I'm finna kill it. And I'm telling you, over a period of 20, 40 years, they have actually made little boys not prefer baseball, not prefer fire trucks. I mean, it's like an asexual raising kids. You all can do the same thing. Now, my point. When I was a kid, there was a distinct difference between girls and boys. Namely, I had a dick and they had a pussy. But our parents did not allow us to mix anything that could be any way sexual. Otherwise, today you go fuck with a bitch that got a son and a daughter, and they're both under 4 years old. The daughter could be in the bathtub, and the son, 4 years old, got to pee. That mama don't care if he walk in there and pull his dick out and pee while his sister in the bathtub. We would get choked to death for that. That's totally disrespectful to your sister. That's totally not being a man, although you're only 4. What I'm saying is the result of that is the little motherfucker that's growing up. He don't really put any emphasis on girls. And as he grow up and become a little boy, he start thinking about girls. And he's totally scared to death because he didn't grow up like a little boy. He didn't want to look under that girl's dress. He didn't want to think about what it would be to stick his finger in her pussy because moms didn't let him think that shit. And he didn't get to develop into a boy. Now, what does that shit sound like to you? Give me your opinion.
That it sound like a, you know, you mean, what does what sound like?
Hold on, man. I don't want to keep 984 holding on like that.
Okay.
984, what's up, man?
Okay.
984, what's up? Nine eight four going once, going twice. Okay, caller. Did I hear you? 984. Man, it's 984 tripping. Caller that was talking, go ahead.
Well, you know, I just want to let me elaborate on what you were saying. Like, you know, a lot of people like to talk about when things are changing, when this is changing. That ain't nothing changed, because the first thing I like to ask them is, let's state fact. The women still have babies, right? The women always have. The women, you got to have a real woman to have a baby. And number two, you have to have a male and a female to procreate. And that's one of the things that life is all about, procreation.
But that's what life is about, not one of the things. That is what life is about.
Okay.
Procreation. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But so, you know, and more facts, we all have to use the washroom. We all gotta, you know, brush your teeth in the morning. You know, people are getting away from the facts. And if you stay with the facts, then most of the time we can see things clearly. But all of this, you know, you got the left over here saying this, then you got the right over here saying this.
Caller, let me cut you off. Caller, let me cut you off and ask you something. You say we're getting away from the facts. What you're not including is that today people have their own facts. Otherwise, 2 and 2 is 4. Okay, we all believe that. But what I'm saying is, to go to the store, you got to take 57th Street and you got to turn left on L Street. Everybody don't believe that. What I'm saying is, you can go this way or that way, or whoever the fuck way they want to get there. So what I'm saying is, what is facts? You got to understand that. Your facts is not everybody's facts. But I do agree with what you're saying, because if we all really lived by the same facts like we did 100 years ago, we would all be more or less thinking the same thing. And we wouldn't have 100,000 people with 100,000 ideas bumping heads with each other in this world, because that's what's going on. We're all thinking our own thoughts. There is no one way to be a good man. There's no one way to be a good woman. There's no one way to have a good relationship. You know, it depends on what this is. You know, it depends on that. All that bullshit is in there now, man.
Well, you know, I just still have to, you know, keep it simple in regards to the facts, because one thing, here's a fact: if you cut your jugular vein in your throat, you're gonna bleed to death and die. That's a fact.
Okay, man. Okay, listen.
You know,
there is a such thing as facts, and I said 2 and 2 is 4 to emphasize I did understand what facts are. But my point, and you need to understand this, you ain't got to, but you need to. If you thought that you meet this girl and she looked like she like you and you like her, and you be this
speaking.
Do what?
I see. We hypothetically speaking now, right?
Yeah, we're hypothetically speaking. You got this girl and you guys is cool, blah, blah, blah. And you think that, man, all I got to do is be good, show her, you know, I respect her, blah, 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 blah. You know, maybe this is going to be my wife. And then you doing all of this. But somehow you guys break up for whatever reason. Now, I'm a guy. I get a girl, and I don't think none of that shit, man. Fuck this motherfucker. She gonna either be cool or not. If she ain't, then that's that. I'm gonna give me another bitch. Blah blah blah. I'm thinking like that. Then me and her break up. The fact is, we both broke up. But the circumstances are so different. So we can't use the same judgment unless breaking up is the judgment. And if that's the case, I'm with it. Because in both cases, fuck the bitch. That's what I think. But I'm saying, you have to be able to go deeper so you can understand where you coming from. You can't be on the surface because both of them quit me. Fuck the bitch. That's surface. Sometimes surface is cool. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I follow you totally.
All right, man. I'm loving it, man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna put you back in.
But I just
Okay, wait. I'm gonna have to get you again because I hit this motherfucker. What you said, Bud? What?
No, I just want to tell you, I'm the one that I'm supporting you. I'm the one that sent that 50, and you sent that football to me. I cashed up to the 50 last week, and I'll be just sending you money because we appreciate you. You like a big brother to us. You remind me of the guys I grew up around, man. So I'm definitely going to be supporting you and Shante Parker.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. I really do. That's no bullshit.
Yeah, you guys are great.
All right, thank you. Now, what I'm saying is this, fellas. The reason the way I think has survived, the reason the way dudes who think like me have survived is all the past participants lived by the code of what we believed, the kind of men we were, lived by. We didn't fucking take no interpretations. We didn't take no what ifs. It was either it's like this or it's not. And if it ain't, I ain't mad at you, man. You just can't come over. You can't come over here, anywhere near here. That's just the way it was. If you wanted or was willing to accept that, you could believe whatever the fuck you wanted to believe. But the reason that shit has survived is that we all knew that we was willing to take that big chance. That big chance to try to make a name for ourselves. Now, did you hear what I just said? Make a name for ourselves. That's where nicknames come from in the streets. Making a name for yourself. Making a name means your given name is not going to represent what you're about to do. What I'm saying is most of you motherfuckers, you start out with your regular names, man. I did. But shit, I turned into Rosebud. It was because of what I was going to become and the way I thought of what I was going to become. And then I made sure every fucking where I went, every motherfucker I seen, I just made sure they knew what I was representing. And I did that with my style. See, your name represents the game you got. And it'll be maintained, that representation, that level of respect. What I'm saying is if you make sure all you encounter knows that, this is you, you're going to get a certain level of respect. just from being like that. And it's going to be maintained in the game. And when you call yourself, let's say, Pretty Willie or Pretty Tony, I don't know if you knew any motherfucker named that, but I would venture to say, now one of them, Pretty Tony, Pretty Willie, Pretty anything, now one of them is actually handsome. I mean, that's just the way it is. But they got a Superman curl hanging down, or they got some kind of significant wave shit in their head. What I'm saying is, when you think like that about yourself, you need a nickname. You know, you got True Game. And let's say in other countries, you end up being international, whoever. And you most likely might drive or have or own one of them foreign cars on the drive on the wrong side. I'm just saying, the way you motherfuckers do shit today, you just take shit over. You don't give a fuck. You just take shit over. That's not a man way to do something. Think of this. Machine Gun Kelly. Ain't no fucking body stole that name because it represents something. Scarface. Well, hell, that's just a name. But it represents something. And every motherfucker you know that called himself Scarface tried to be some kind of killer. Come on, man. You guys, fuck. Why do I do it? I do it because this game is backwards. You got it backwards. In a few years, you're going to let it go away. If you do that, then where your income coming from? Where's the potential of you making a name for yourself going to come from? And how the fuck are you going to see how slow you are and want to get in Sidewalk University? April is coming. And you guys got to know that I think it's at 6:50 now. But today the 15th. Today the 16th. It's already at 7:50 now. And next 15th is going to be back to 8:50. And there ain't going to be no more pandemic sale. So all this shit you sending me talking about pandemic this, pandemic that, what is this, February 15th, March 15th, there is no more pandemic sale. And don't get me wrong, you motherfuckers, I love you guys. Don't think I don't. I talk a lot of shit. But I think I'm realizing more and more every day how much I love this shit. I mean, I do. I get to talk to dudes who I've affected. I mean, you know, I complain. I brag, I do all of whatever. But I hardly ever really tell you what I get from this shit. Well, maybe I do. I think I do. But what I get a fulfillment of what I want from me. I get a fulfillment of what I want to do or give to you. I'm saying presidents, people like Martin Luther King, you know, they do what they do, and they go down in history. And they're remembered for whatever impact they had. And I don't think I'm going to be some kind of fucking person like Martin Luther King or some kind of president. But like them, I want to leave something. I want to be about something when I'm gone. You know, maybe Sidewalk University keep going. I'm getting ready to start teaching motherfuckers to be able to teach this shit. Hopefully my daughter see enough value and to keep it going after I, pass. But what I'm saying is, even if she don't, I'm gonna be then hooked. I remember, motherfucker know me from the Bronx. I know Brooklyn. Brooklyn, you know your name, motherfucker. I'm gonna be then hooked you up, and you might be running this shit, man. But somebody gonna run it because it's gonna be worth running. And with that, I'm gonna motherfucking go. But hey, Don Coolio Swat, I really love how you be telling people to hit the like button. But I'm so different than these internet dudes. And you don't really hear me saying hit the like, blah, blah, blah. Although I want it, don't get me wrong, I want it. But man, I don't want to encourage nobody to like me. I want those who like me to like me. Those who like what I'm saying to like it. And, it don't have to be a lot of people to me. Because it could be 3 or 4 or 5 or 10. If I get that many on half of the videos I do each time, I'm reaching hella motherfuckers. Shit. You guys don't want to be sellouts. You just don't. You don't want to be the kind of motherfucker who's known to have no love for the game. Not one of you motherfuckers should be lacking in the area of being a man. You got too many of us kicking it with you about being a man. So, not so, but you kick it with Tay, you kick it with Dean. Those are the only 2 motherfuckers I will endorse who's going to inform you of what should be done or what could be done or things you can do to make your life better as a man. And the only one that I would say think like me, no, think pimp shit, is Tay. But both of them, Dean and Tay, think like me because they both think fuck you. Fuck what the fuck you think. Fuck who's the president. Fuck what the prime rate is. I'm talking about fuck everything that you motherfuckers be thinking about. Because none of that shit make us. We make ourselves. I'm gone, you motherfuckers.